Good morning and welcome to Manic Fishing. Well, I'm out today with my mate Ray. Ray went out on a boat from Brighton, Kraken I think it was, and he wanted to learn a little bit about squid fishing, so he had a trip out there. And last week he went out, and I'm not exaggerating, have a look at this picture here. I mean, that's one of the biggest squids I've ever seen. So Ray's kindly offered to take me out today. I'm out in his boat, an Arva, me and Skip. I've had to leave the old girl at home. She's getting on a bit now, and obviously it was her birthday the other day, so I've left her at home today, so it's just me and Skip out. But Ray's kindly invited me out. It's a little bit swelly, but it'll be fine. We should be a reasonable tide. It's only a small tide, so we're on a bit of ground where we caught the big uns last time. So we'll talk you through the rigs. Obviously I'm a complete novice at it. Ray's the man. So we're gonna I've just bought my my little Temple Reef pixie rod, and I'm going to clip on a 4 rig. This is what Ray's made up for me.
Just some dropper loops and some little 8cm squid jigs.
Okay, so they're very small. So yeah, he's just made a dropper loops for these. Look, I caught my bag already. And little this is what he's done. He's done like a little loops and just connected these little squid jigs. I mean, the ones I've got are about 6 inches long, but you found that these are...
Yeah, these are the ones recommended by Robin Howard when I went out with him on Kraken, and they are literally just little 8cm cheap AliExpress jigs. They're slow sink and they got a rattle in them.
And how much are they?
£1 each.
Blimey. So you don't have to spend...
No.
You know, I've seen them 5-6 quid. You don't.
Yeah,
you don't need them. So we've got 4 on there, so I'm going to connect it just to a snap swivel on my rod, and we'll get down and hopefully we'll catch a few. So what are we actually trying to achieve here? What do we do? Do we go to the bottom and reel it up a little bit, and then let it bounce?
Hit it on the bottom and then just bounce it along the bottom.
So you can feel the lead hitting.
So every now and then feel the lead. What I've done is, because I've put the squid jigs up the water column, sometimes I was getting squid more higher up in the water column. So the more sort of squid jigs you have on, the better chances. We're drifting slightly awry from where I thought we were.
Okay, do you want to move?
I need to move
Okay,
slightly.
no worries, yes, all right, no worries. Right, so we'll have a drop down and see what we can do. I'm all right fishing out this side.
Yeah, whatever side you want.
Okay. So it's just spitting a little bit at the minute. When the weather turns round, we'll move you down here and you get a better view. So I want to hit the bottom then, Ray, yeah?
Yeah, just hit the bottom and literally just bounce it gently on and off the bottom. Because the jigs are so high up in the water column, you're sort of fishing a good 8 feet at a...
So you don't have to do any jigging. It's not like a, you know, you don't want to be moving it, just really let it...
Nice and easy fishing. Lazy fishing.
As I said, I've caught a few squid. Well, I haven't. I've foul hooked a few squid. It's nice to actually come out and target them and catch them correctly. And what is the bite then? Is it
you'll feel it. It sort of, it's like a drag.
Yeah.
You feel like
you
a
don't strike
on the line. No, you
just
definitely don't strike.
No.
You just literally
wind
keep
into
the
it.
tension on it and wind in.
Okay. I think I've got something here now, so I'm just going to slowly wind it up. So it's not like mackerel. You wouldn't just leave that down there and wait and catch 2 or 3 more, would you? Or
you can sometimes. It's beneficial, but that might be a mackerel because it looks like that's giving you a bit of. Whereas a squid is just like a heavy lump.
Is it?
Yeah, there's loads of mackerel and bream down here.
So will they go? Will they catch on them jigs?
Yeah, they catch until you lift them up, and then they just flick themselves off.
So you just want to be winding it nice and slowly then.
Yeah, just steady wind.
I'm just on my leader now, so let's have a look. That'd be great to catch one. Yeah, it's going off like a mackerel. It is a mackerel. That's not quite what I wanted on a squid jig, but he swallowed it completely.
Wow.
Do you want that? It's mackerel.
No, just sling it back.
So Ray's got a squid on now while he was untangling my.
Basically, you know you've got squid because they're just like a heavy pull on your line.
Okay, so do we want a net?
No, I'll just hand line them in. Hand them in.
I better let's move this camera out to here now. Blimey. So that's awesome. So let's get my phone and go. Can I get a picture of it?
Yeah. Oh, first one dropped off.
So they do shoot ink quite a bit of ink.
Oh yeah, they do. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what we're looking for. Awesome.
3 on that one.
So look at the colours of it.
Yeah, and they change colour as well.
And
I'm going to put them back if
okay.
I don't.
I don't want any.
Okay, well I've got loads of them, so
yeah.
I'd rather put them back.
Yeah, okay. That's awesome. And they change colour then?
Yeah.
And so the best way to kill them is to sort of karate chop them on the back
on
of the neck?
That's it, yeah. And they go instantly.
Okay. Right, so I've got. I think I've got. Oh, I don't know. I've got a bit of weight here. But
That's it. You've got one.
Is it, or is it a mackerel?
Oh, I don't know. Is it pumpkin fighting? You might have another mackerel.
So I've got 2 mackerel.
Swallow the jig again.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got a nice squid on here.
So Ray's got another squid.
To be honest with you, I've never sort of had them so they don't do that. Do you want to bring this rod in?
Yeah.
Bring that in.
Well, Ray's kindly let me bring his squid in. That. There you go.
It's a nice one.
Yeah.
What size of that?
Beauty.
Right, if you fish with my rod for a minute, mate, I'm just gonna.
Are you sure?
2 mackerel. Yeah, no.
I'll be honest with you. My hands are absolutely killing me.
Yeah, that's right. I just hate killing fish if I can, but.
And you don't want to keep any of these squid.
No.
So are these squid all this side of the boat, do you think?
It sometimes feels like that,
Yeah.
mate, but joking aside, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh well, at least we've got the target. Well, Ray's got the target.
Oh, we'll have loads today.
Yeah, hopefully. I'll give you your rod back. Yeah, thank you. Got it?
Yeah, got it.
Right, so I'll go back down with mine, thanks. Right. So I'm slowly getting better, but this morning I sort of woke up and can barely move my hands. That's what it is. Alright, come on, I've got to get one.
If it's too broccoli, the squid don't like it because the crayfish can lie in wait and ambush them.
So are they? Do you think you find more squid on sandbanks?
It's better to have broken ground that's not too,
Yeah.
you know, where
So like a reef and things
where
like that.
crayfish can Squid don't like to be ambushed. They can be ambushed if there's sort of big rocks and that sort of thing. So if the ground's broken but not that broken, is where I'm fishing today.
Yep. So with the squid, once they shoot their ink in their water or whatever, is that it, game over? Can they, if they get wet again, can they?
Yeah.
Can they do it? Because one of them does. Is it cuttle that once it's shot, it's finished?
No, cuttle. As soon as it's in literally a millimetre of water, it will suck that water up and it will
do it again.
Do it again.
The squid
won't. No, once they've squirted, they're empty. It takes a while for them to.
Oh, so I've got. I just had a bend then.
Yeah, we've drifted into shoulder mackerel, hence the banging on the rods. What you can do is, if you feel it banging on your rod, is just give it a little shake and try and shake it off before it swallows it.
So I've got a dead weight on here now. I'm hoping that's a squid. It doesn't seem to be kicking like a mackerel or anything. Let's hope so. Oh, I don't know. Mind you, I caught a squid the other day on a slow jig, and it was fighting.
Yeah, they can kick back, but usually they come in like dead weights.
Yeah. Oh no, another mackerel, but unfortunately it's come off.
Yeah, shaking it off.
I keep seem to be getting taps on this rod, and like Ray says, you know, there's a load of mackerel down there, so it's just sort of shaking it to get them off. As you saw, when they do attack them jigs, they swallow them right down, and it's very hard to get them off without killing them, you know. And how long do you think these squid will be around for? Because obviously they come to Brighton first, don't they, that way, and then...
Yeah, apparently sort of about the second week of December.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And so do you think that it's a myth fishing for them at night? When you've caught, I mean, you had about 60 the other day, didn't you? Was that a squid then?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, some people say that it's better squid fishing at night. I just caught them during the day, so... I don't know, I couldn't really comment. I'm not an expert on squid fishing, I just learn from the master.
I mean, I know, you know, like soul fishing and that's better at night. Seems to be better at night, but, you know, I was always under the impression that you had to get squid, you needed these lights and this, that and the other, but I don't think that's the case, is it?
Apparently the lights are a myth, according to Robin from Brighton Inshore Fishing, that the lights don't work in this country. Some areas, you know.
I mean, I caught them on a slow jig, and I thought, oh, perhaps it's because it's a high glow jig, but that's what they went for. But so it looks like Ray's into a squid now. Oh yeah, look at the size of that. So I've got to get one myself now.
And unusually, we're putting all our squid back.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't need to take them.
Yeah.
You had quite a few the other day, so you've you cook them.
Yeah. I've got to give them some away for bait and that. If I knew someone that would use them, I would definitely take them. But I mean, squid fishermen would be balking at that, putting them back. But to me, the idea was to come out and see if I could catch them again.
I've got a dead weight on here now. I'm hoping that's a squid. It feels quite heavy. I'm just taking my time with it. Don't want to lose it because I ain't caught one yet. What is it, Skip? So it's not kicking like a mackerel, so I'm hoping it is a squid. Yeah. So yeah, that's my first one. Caught properly. So there you go.
Oh, it's a nice one, Mark.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to take a photo of that?
Please, if you wouldn't mind. Oh, great. Well, first one. Caught properly, you know.
Yeah. Target species up the way.
Now let me show you this this ground we're on without giving too much away.
You can give as much as you want away.
So that's, you can see his sounder there. That's the sort of ground we're on, and we're sort of running over this rough area here, and we seem to find that we're catching more on this sort of outskirts of it than actually on the middle. Let's go back down and hopefully get another one. I think I'll have to move you back in here now because we're raining a little bit, and the trouble with these 360s, they you've only got to get a drop of water on the screen, and so let's put you there.
Another one?
Okay, let's have a look. Right.
Straight back in the water.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a big one.
So we seem to be hitting into them now. I don't think I've got one. I don't know. Skip loves it.
What have we got?
Double hookups, Manic fishing. Blimey, look at the size of that much more one, looks silly. 3 of them! Look at that, let's get a picture of that.
And sorry, squid aficionados, but they're all going back.
Well, as I say, it's nice. It's nice if you don't need them,
Yeah.
then why keep them?
Yeah, exactly. The good thing about squid is they can go back, and they
don't glow,
fine.
do they?
No,
They're not
don't
like
glow or anything. So it's nice to put them back.
And the rig is just so simple, isn't it?
It's just literally dropper loops.
Yep.
And perhaps if you do,
Have I lost one?
no, there's only 3 on that
right.
one because it's only a short one.
Yeah.
Perhaps if you show them how to do a dropper loop on your when you put this video together.
Yeah, well, perhaps we'll make one when we go back.
To do.
Yeah, I've made them before.
Double look up again. Manic double look up.
Yeah, so we're hooking them now. Well, this feels quite heavy. Are you in, Ray?
Yeah.
So we just spoke to John Little, my mate on Manx Bell, and he's disgusted that we're throwing them back. He said he'll have them, he'll eat them. So we'll keep a few now, just for him and Malcolm to have a bit of dinner.
How about that then? 4 of them.
Blimey. So I've got 2. But I've got one little one, and I've got a cracking one.
Nice.
Hey. And what we'll do, we'll show you the rig that we're using. It's a very simple thing made up here, but obviously very effective. And we'll do a little walkthrough and tie a couple up. I don't know if I'm going to be able to tie them with my hands, but I'm sure Ray doesn't mind. We'll do a couple just so you know how to tie them. But literally these jigs are, you know, £1 each, where you don't have to spend, you don't have to spend silly money, do you?
No, you definitely don't. some of the Japanese jigs are sort of like £10 each.
I mean, I've got, yeah, I saw some in the alien centre. I mean, I've got some in here that I bought, and these are cheap as chips, but they're much bigger, and they're weighted. These, but so like I say, it's really quite a lazy man's fishing, isn't it? You can almost let it bounce in the rod holder.
Yeah, exactly.
So the Squid Master's back in. So I've got a weight on here now, so I think that's a squid. It's just a very subtle little, not a knock, is it? It's just a sort of tighten up on it, isn't it?
I'll put that one back very little. Yeah, they just sort of, it just feels like a dead weight suddenly come on your line.
But it's fantastic to come out and actually catch what you're targeting, isn't it? You know, it's you know, you're not. It's not. We're not. We are using squid jigs.
Yeah.
There you go. Only a baby won that one, but that's still all right. Oh, Skip, he loves it. Yeah, beauty. So is there another one there?
No, nothing on the other one.
So what I'm going to try and do this time, Ray suggested, and you know, when I go for mackerel, when I catch one, I leave it down there, and then sometimes you'll, you know, more of them will go for it. It's sort of a bit like you've got what I want, and I want to have a go for it. So when I find I've got one on here, I'm going to leave it and see if I can get a full house. You know, we've had, well, Ray's had quite a few, it doesn't matter too much now. I say it's fantastic to actually come out, and you know, thanks very much for Ray for taking me out, and actually catch what you're targeting. So we're just going to have a reset of our drift. We've just come off of it, but what do you think? You think you're going to go around on the same sort of drift where we were?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like we're wreck fishing, so it's not. We don't need any structure or anything like that. We're not looking for fish or anything. We're just sort of on this broken ground. Yeah, Ray's just going to spin us round now, and we'll go back round and hopefully hit a few. Well, so we've just come back round, and just going to really run through the same areas. We're going through the same sort of areas we were before.
Similar area, yeah, just slightly different drift, but it's all over broken ground, so similar area.
So literally we can just put our rods in the rod holders and let them bounce, and wait for them to come on. And what I'm going to try and do this time is, when I get one, I'm going to try and leave it and see if we can get another one, you know, get a full house on it. Right, so I'm getting a little bit of bang in here, but I'm hoping it's not mackerel. I'm just going to leave it, see if I get something else on. Let's just lift it up. That's really bending that rod now, isn't it? Nice. I think I've got one on here. Let's get it up. We've got another friend of ours coming out, so it'd be nice to get it up in front of him. Ray's held onto his foot so he can show onto it.
Yeah, I'm going to show my mate. Target species acquired.
Yeah.
We're getting loads on this, dude. Did you see them all? Did you see them all?
Well, so Ray's got one on there, so let's get ready. We've just got our mate Andy come out trying to catch a few. Bigger. Oh, nice though, blimey. Huge. I mean, I think that's big. I mean, compared to that one that you
yeah,
you caught.
Andy.
So I think I've got one on here, not the Kraken, but it's sort of kept grabbing and then dropping, and thought it was mackerel, but it may be one. I think so.
I wonder if you got me.
Oh, I'm up virtually.
No, you haven't got me.
Oh, I might have actually, yeah. So there's a squid on the bottom, but it looks like I've got loads of jigs here. So yeah, baby one here, and we've got another tank. Chuck this little one back, shall I? So all we're really doing with this rig, because it's quite long, I'm working sort of a 6-8 foot column. All I'm doing is I'm not really moving it, I'm just slowly lifting it up and down. I don't really think you even have to do that, because they're moving in themselves. Just letting that bounce on the bottom. I mean, I can literally put this in the rod over here, and the swell is going to move that, bounce that up and down. So it's just tapping on the bottom there. So it's a nice relaxing way of fishing. As I said, I've never ever fished for squid, and I was always under the impression that it has to be at night, you have to have these green flashing lights and whatever else, but obviously that's the case. I mean, Ray's obviously outfished me on the squid today, but it doesn't matter, it's all about catching them. But you know, we're a bit overcast, but there's certainly no lights going on or anything flashy, and no 10 quid jigs. It's the cheapest chips, these little alley jigs or whatever they are, you know, £1 each. These things here, and what we're going to do is we're going to, little Chinese things, let me get this by the camera, these, and what we're going to do when we go in a little bit later, my hands are a little bit knackered, but Ray's going to kindly tie a rig up and we'll show you how he does it. And there's no sort of swivels, beads, this, that and the other. It's just literally a fluorocarbon line with loops in, and just connecting the jigs to that. So we'll show you that when we go in, but hopefully we'll catch a few more. So I'm getting a few pulls on this now, so I think I've got one on here. I'm just going to slowly bring it up. Did you say you got one on there as well?
I thought I did have, but
there you go. Nice little one. We're just going to move around and get ourselves into the middle of this bit of a ground. It's no real secret of it. It's to say, it's not like we're trying to get onto a wreck or anything, but we're just going to move. We were just coming slightly off of it and go back down, and we'll have another go. So we'll just move around. So it's stopped raining now, so we'll put you up there on a 360 so you can get a little bit of a better angle. Hopefully we'll catch a few squid now. We got a friend over there trying to catch a few, but we've had a steady constant stream of them. We just repositioned the boat, Ray did, and put us in the middle of this sort of rough ground, but we find we seem to be picking them up on the edges, you know, more. But yeah, great fun, and as I said, really relaxing. You just literally let the jig and the sea work it for you. You know, there's no lifting or anything like that. You just sort of let it bounce off the bottom, and the jigs are doing their thing. I've got one on now, so I've got a bit of a dead weight now. So has Ray. So we thought that dredger, as was spoiling it. Perhaps it isn't. Or perhaps we've just moved into some better ground.
He knows as soon as the old reels start turning, doesn't he?
I mean, her, Pip, she used to know when the bites, you know. Cool, I've just let him shoot that in. Yeah, good large. Good size. I will, can I get another, because it's just for my Instagram.
Yeah. He's a lovely bloke, Andy. He'll take you out, he'll help you out, he'll do whatever, you know. He's one of them people that I don't mind. A little tiny 8cm jig.
Yeah. I was just trying to ring my friend and the rod bent in two. I suppose if you get a little bit more clever and shrewd about it, you can let them squirt first.
Yeah, exactly.
And then bring them over.
Yeah.
So it's just have one little shoot.
Yeah, that's exhausted in sink now.
Right.
Once it's water, it's exhausted.
There you go. Nice.
You've got one.
Have I? Right.
Yeah.
Double hookups.
Oh, this might be a nice.
Oh, this feels big as well.
Put some on the ground just so we know. Oh yes.
This one.
Oh, you've got 3 on. You've got to pull out. Look at that. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
I've got 4. That's only because I've got 4 jigs on, but I've got 4. It's a few squid.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Let me get a picture of that, Ray. Sorry.
That's what
So what we're going to do, we've had a fantastic, I mean it's only, I don't know what the time is now, it's only just gone 11 o'clock, so we've only had 2.5, 3 hours fishing. So what we're going to do, we're going to go back into the marina now. I won't be able to show you too much with my hands, but Ray's kindly going to tie a rig up and show you what we were fishing and how you tie it and everything else. So we'll get ourselves back in the Sovereign Harbour and we'll do a little rig explanation for you. So Ray's just going to show us the rig that we use today, and these are obviously the small little jigs, and these, Ray, these are cheap as chips, aren't they?
Yeah, £1 each from AliExpress. Just goes to prove you don't have to have expensive jigs. You know, we just caught absolute shed loads out there on them cheap jigs, but they've got a rattle and they are slow sinking. And all I do is I just put dropper loops over about 8 foot, so the jigs, I fish 4 jigs and I put them on dropper loops and I sort of space them out, so I'm fishing quite high up in the water column because sometimes the squid are slightly off the bottom, so you don't tend to miss any squid. And all I do is just tie a simple, I don't know if you can see that, dropper loop, and it's literally, you literally hold it like that, you turn it on itself and you do 1, 2, 3, 4, I like to do 7, 5, 6, 7, and then
pass that loop through.
Pass the loop through, exactly like that. I mean, there's a lot better instructional videos out there on the web than what I've just done for you there. And then you just pull it together, obviously wet it, and you've got your dropper loop, and then all we do is take that out. Get it out there.
Okay.
Come well packed.
And so these are already got their own swivel on them.
Yeah, got their own little swivel on them. Bright, vibrant colours with nice mottling on the side. I mean, incredible value. And then all you do is just pass the loop you've just made through the swivel eye. Getting it small enough to get through the swivel eye is a tricky bit. This is £25 line. So
you don't need anything heavier than that.
No, definitely not. No, so you pass it literally through, so it's hanging on the dropper loop, and then you pass the squid then back through the loop you've just made, and then you pull it like that, and it's literally on the dropper loop like that, and then you tie your weight to one end, and all I do is put a loop so you don't have to have a link. And
then
literally
you have a loop the other end, and I just clip that straight onto my swivel.
And then literally put another dropper loop in at your desired length and make up your rigs like that.
And
as I say,
this is the one you were using earlier.
Yeah.
So it's nice and simple, you know, and yeah, it was fantastic. Well, thank you so much, Ray, for bringing us out today.
More than welcome.
And as I say, it's you know, hopefully you'll get something from the video. I've never fished for squid before, and I know Ray went out on a sort of a day trip on Kraken, didn't you? And and sussed it out. But really, you replicated the ground you were fishing on there, and you found them, didn't you?
Yeah, I was fortunate enough to go out with Greg from Brighton, with Robin Howard from Brighton Inshore Fishing, and he was kind enough to show me on the sounder sort of ground he was fishing on. And it turned out where he was fishing, I usually fish for bream when my boat was off of Brighton. So very similar ground, but what I did learn was that try not to make it too rocky, because what happens is the predatory fish then lie in wait for the squid, and the squid don't like it if it's too rocky. So find yourself a bit of broken ground that isn't that sort of
like a reef, you don't want to, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, that was
that's what I was told.
It was more like a sandy bank area, wasn't it, that we were
big boulders on it and that sort of thing.
But yeah, well, hopefully you got something from the video. Fantastic, yeah. Well, thanks very much for coming out and watching us fish, and thanks very much for Ray. At the end of the video, you'll see a prompt for another video. Watch that one. Mind you, that won't be as good as this one, but then you'll see my Manic Fishing logo. Hit that logo. That's my subscribe button. Thanks very much for watching, and thank you, Ray.
You're welcome.
Have a nice day.